Hi everybody, wanted to knock out this quick video before I go to work today, talking about this day, September 25th, 2006. That was the day that Steve Gleason blocked the punt against the Atlanta Falcons and turned around the fortunes of a city. We were on our backs at our lowest point. Steve Gleason revived this city in a way that only he can and gave people reason to be hopeful once again. If the Saints were back and the Saints were going to come back strong, then the city could come back strong as well. Wearing my hat, wearing my shirt today. I was in Mobile at the time of Hurricane Katrina, working at the NBC station there. Obviously, we didn't get as much damage there. It was the coastal areas of Mobile County that were hit pretty hard. Dauphin Island, Biola Battery. At our house in Midtown Mobile, just outside of downtown, we lost a couple of shingles, and we lost power for a week. So it could have been much worse for us. However, when I was working on the air in Mobile at the time, I was thinking about my whole family back here. We grew up in Metairie, and that's where my parents' house was and still is. They evacuated to Faraday, Louisiana, and really didn't know what was happening back home. Turns out when they got back home, they had about 6 inches of water in the house, and it was just enough to ruin everything, pull out the sheetrock, ruin all the furniture, and you had the big pile of debris on the curb just like everybody else at that time. So then when September 25th, 2006 rolled around, people were starting to get their lives back together. The dome was packed. It was crazy. I came in from Mobile, got together with some friends, and we watched the game together. And starting with U2 and Green Day on the field before the game started, when they sang "The Saints Are Coming," and then ending at the end of that game, was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. And everything that happened in between just added to the lore of that night. When Steve busted through the Falcons line and blocked that punt, to this day, it is still the loudest I've ever felt the Superdome. The dome was shaking underneath my feet. The people in the dome were electric. People were crying. People were spilling beer on each other, jumping up and down. It was one of the most amazing moments I've experienced in my life, and I will never forget the way I felt at that moment. And to this day, every time I see a replay of the block punt, hear Mike Tirico's call, I get chills without fail. Chills up and down my arms, goosebumps. It's just a feeling and a moment that I'll never forget. And I think we'll all forever be indebted to Steve Gleason for what he did then and for what he continues to do for this city. So never forget September 25th, 2006. It's always a day worth remembering, and never forget the hashtag that Steve has developed, never punt.